Hey y'all, what's up? If you're seeing this, it's going to be on Friday. It's kind of be a planner flip, kind of not. It's going to be a chatty rant, and we're going to talk about it. If that sounds a chatty rant with some planner confusion thrown in and some mental health issues. And that sounds good to you, please stick around because we be doing it all around here. We'd be doing too much. That's what I'd be doing. I'd be doing too much. So if you've seen my community post and you've seen my Instagram, I'm getting some water, then you are perfectly aware of what's happening. I put my stuff in my Mica Rust and it was too chunky. It would barely close. It wouldn't fit. It was really, really tight. Like, I mean, it barely closed. So I broke out my personal inserts because I was like, nope, I'm not going to put more covers on the shelf that I can't use. I already have 3, my undyed gray, my undyed, and my gold undyed medium companions that I can't use because I'm using Frankly Covey Compact. Now, if I have to add more, it's just no. It's going to be a no. Okay? And I've had people reach out to me and they suggest different things. And this is just my blank inserts for Franklin Covey Compact and some dividers. Then this is my side chick that holds like inserts I'm not using right now, like different party prep inserts that I don't need with me all the time. And then this one is my personal inserts and some dividers and a vellum or two. Anyway, so I've had all of these with me for the last couple of days. Yes, I know it's crazy. I don't need judgment. I just need you to listen. We listen when we don't judge, okay? So I've had all these with me. So I broke out my personal inserts and I said, you know, no, I'm just not. I'm not going to compromise more covers. I think this rust is gorgeous. And I get dopamine from planner cover hopping. So if I can't planner cover hop, I'm going to want to hop sizes. And that's not going to work for me because I'm in a busy stage. And I'm going to get busier. So I can't be affording to keep hopping and changing covers. So I can't afford to be hopping and changing sizes. If I'm going to change covers, that's fine, but yeah. Now, and here's the problem. If it was just the 3 medium compania, I would be like, okay, fine. I have 7 other covers I can use. But now it's getting kind of chunky and I can't get in my like other covers. So right now, the only cover I have that fits is this one. And I have a BDS undyed, Janet Leather undyed, that's in Franklin Covey Compact size. But it's a little larger. And it has a back pocket. I'm not sure that I'm a fan of it. I'm trying to give it a try, but anyway. So it all has to do with how wide they are. So this is 12 inches. Okay. This is 11.7 inches, which you wouldn't think it'd be that much, but it does make a difference when it's chunky. Okay. I've had people reach out and offer like other options. And where is my, and because I'm planner crazy, I have them here. Okay, so I judge them by open length. So what is a planner length when it's open? Because that's going to tell you how much overhang you're going to have, or it's going to tell you how much extra room you got, you know, that you can chunk it up. So that accounts for ring room because it's a ring planner, and insert size. So the smaller the width across, the less room you're going to have. Okay, so let's start with the smallest, which is the Moterm Elite Personal. It's 11.18. Campania is just above that at 11.2, and I'm going to hold this, and you can screenshot it if you want. It's a horrible rendering, but I had it in one of these planners so that I could recopy it all. On the back, I have planner size, insert size of all these different sizes. So anyway, all right. Companion is 11.2 out. The Amica is 11.73. Okay. The Moterm Franklin Covey Compact, a lot of people offered that one, is 12. Okay. Across. That is the same as the VDS Standard. So this is not lengthened for Franklin Covey Compact. When she lengthens it, it's out to 13. Okay. 13 inches across. I don't know. You'll have to do the conversion if you don't use the non-weird US foot. Okay. So when VDS does, when she does Franklin Covey Compact, she widens it out to 13. So you're going to gain a ½ inch on each side. Moterm Luxe 2.0 is 11.8, so it's just past a little bigger than this Amica. And then there is Gilio XL, which is 12.4, so it's only 0.4 or it's 0.7 bigger than the Amica. And I have an XL. I just never use it. I'm not a big fan of the fit. And then Franklin Covey, like their Vintage Aurora from Franklin Covey Compact from Franklin Covey is 13, which is the standard like VDS. That's lengthened to Franklin Covey Compact VDS. Why Moterm went with 12 for Franklin Covey Compact, I'm not quite sure, because like the standard is 13 for Franklin Covey Compact, but like different sizes across different companies are completely weird. So I mean, this tells you that, because there's only a couple in here that are actually for Franklin Covey Compact, the 2 13s and 1 12. And the rest are all standard personal size, but it's depending on how you like the fit on where it is. There was a couple of shops I left out. I should have looked at Planner Room Shop. I know hers is a little roomier. I had one of her personal planners, and you probably could have put Franklin Covey Compact in it. I want to say it's the same standard as VDS standard, like 12 across. If not, it was probably like 11.8 or so. But anyway, because I had one of her customs. So, like, I've looked at all these personal planners. Yeah. So, I say all that to say I have done my research. I am actually expecting another VDS. It was supposed to come today. I'm not sure where it is. If they're running late or something, or it's been delayed until tomorrow. I was hoping it would be here today and maybe help with the feeling, so to speak. I also have been trying very hard not to hop this week, but to put the hop off if I'm going to hop until next week. Just for sake of not trying to set up a week in the middle of it and not be crazy about it. I want to kind of narrow this down before November, because for November I have a kit and I want to stay in one size or the other for November. So that's got me a little pressured. I still have one more week. I could still ride this out for one more week and say, okay, if I'm going to hop, I can hop in, you know, like the first week of November, because I think the 31st is on like a Friday. So I could, you know, put it off a week, I guess. But I have done the crazy planner person research. I have done it. I thought of going back to personal because I'm going to be busy and I could buy stuff so I wouldn't have to print as much, because for a while I was using these. I was also using this is all the printed inserts I have left, and they're mainly trackers and then some bought inserts here, but like there's really nothing here I can use. It's just mainly extra tracker stuff that is in here. But anyways, I bought these and I could go back to using these for things. I was using Peanuts Planner Co. Big Checklist, but I could go back. Where are they? These were given to me. This is Kiki K. I could use those again. I could, anyways, I had another one, the Filofax. Oh, here they are. The Filofax Big Checklist. I liked those. I could buy those again, so I wouldn't have to like print. I could do like the Sterling Ink Weekly. She has a really good one. And I could get it for the whole year. It's a vertical. It's basically what I do now. It's a vertical weekly, and that's what I would do, because that's what I use. So I could do her vertical weekly if I wanted to. The only thing I don't like is I like to have my, this is me trying to set up this week and see how I liked writing in it, and maybe adding back work, and see how that would look. But I like having my to-do list in between. If I did this, I would probably put another one here and have 2 pages for home and 2 pages for work if I added work back. But this is kind of how my work day goes. I only have like 2 hours in the morning to actually get some stuff done. This week I had a whole Wednesday afternoon done. I got a lot of stuff done. But today was like back to back to back to back to back meetings. I even had one added here. Like there was another meeting here. My daughter just scared the absolute crud out of me. She's kind of like snuck up right behind me. I'm like, what are you doing? Scared me to death. Okay, I have no idea where that left off because my daughter came in and was saying bye. She's going out of town for the weekend. She's going to see the Jonas Brothers. And then my husband came in from work, so we were talking about leftovers for dinner. So anyway, my problem is I don't want to put on any more covers. I don't want to put any more covers on my shelf. Like I said, I thought I had a VDS coming today, but I don't know. UPS will be doing a lot with the shutdown, so a lot of it's not tracked or whatever, so it gets stuck places. Anywho, so it's not that I don't enjoy this. I love the Franklin Covey compact size. I've said this like 1,000 times. That's not the problem. And I'm sorry, my voice is giving out because like I said, today has been back to back to back meetings, and I had to talk in all of them. So, because I was expecting 2 Happy Mail too today, and I did not hear. It's not that I'm not enjoying this, because I am. I love the size. I love the extra room and all of that. But I know as the months go on, it's going to get more. And I think I could handle it if I could put just my 3 on the shelf, or I could figure out a way to use them. You know what really got me in the chokehold now? That freaking giraffe from Gillio. Oh my God, it's gorgeous. I would 100% buy that. And it only comes in medium companion. This is the life I live. This is the crazy planner life that I live. So I don't know what to do. I don't know. And I said, was it Fran? I had to plan with Fran. Fran over there, she messaged me and she's like, I think you're a personal girly. And I was like, you know, I feel that because I love traipsing into Franklin Covey Compact, but when it limits my options, that's when it becomes a problem. Like, you can't hardly buy any inserts. You can't. I was looking for vellums yesterday, and I had a couple of shops recommend to me. None of them are in Franklin Covey Compact. You know, and that's an issue for me. I have the rest of the year figured out in here. Or the rest of the month, and then into November. And I didn't use Halloween deco here. I went on to this cute little fall cottage stickers that I had. Like I said, I have a kit coming, but I didn't want to put it on fall in those 2 days. Anyway, yeah, like, I don't know. It's been a mess, y'all. My brain is a mess. And I like the extra room. I don't want to have to switch back. I love the size of the personal. I love the long page. I love the rectangle page. I love flipping through personal size. It always looks so cute. It always fits in my hand well. Even with, you know, even when it gets chunky, it's still not as, like, heavy as this is, or as thick as Franklin Covey Compact is. But I'm so well, like, settled into this. I have so much stuff that I'm going to have to go through and update and do all that. Like I said, maybe I'll plan to go in November, but let myself finish out this month in here and then see how I feel. Let the new cover come, see how I feel about that. I don't know. Because I said, you know, I could buy inserts, but what is the chance that I'm actually going to buy inserts? Not much of a chance, because I don't buy inserts. I'm not a big insert buyer. I usually have, like, I make my own weekly. I made a custom weekly that I use. This is already set up. I already have my weeklies in here for the rest of the year if I decide to go in here. Because I make it a quarter at a time, and I was going to do October. In October is when I switched to Franklin Covey Compact, or was it October? No, was it September? And I'd already had the months in here. Anywho, I'd already had all this set up, so I didn't have to do anything to get here. This has all been good. This is from what I already had. And let me tell you what happened. Last night I had these in my hand and I threw them away. I threw them in the trash. And I got up this morning and they were sitting on the counter. I think one of the girls said, she's like, I saw this in the trash and I knew you wouldn't want to throw it away. Maybe one of the kids did. They accidentally did it. And I was like, nope, it was me. But now I have trouble, like, maybe it's a sign. Maybe it's meant to be. Because I've been carrying it around a couple days, I did update the months. I went through and updated the months just in case. I updated my bill monthly. This I didn't like writing in because it was back to smaller like writing room, so I wasn't a fan of that. I wasn't a fan of, like, when I filled this out, I wasn't a fan of writing in the small spaces. I've gotten used to having more space. I regret putting these here because I really need to not do that because I really need the room. Like, I don't need to be putting stickers in the middle of my week. I don't know what I was thinking. I thought, well, it's just going to be personal stuff, so I don't need all the room. But I want to kind of look at maybe putting work back in here on the weekly, just because now my work has been affecting my week, and days I can't miss and days I need to do things, and I know, like, I may need to stay a little late one day or come in late one day. So I thought of even putting back this in every day so I could highlight what my, for a while I was doing it. I was highlighting my, my tour duty in the week. So I would highlight when my working hours were. This is Hellenistic, but yeah, so I would highlight when my working hours were. And I thought, well, I could go back to that because that would be helpful. That would be, you know, helpful for me to highlight the hours I worked. So that would be good if I could do that. Like, I don't miss writing on the little parts. It's really just the covers. So do I stay and do I just buy new covers and destash all my other covers and stay in Franklin Covey Compact? Honestly, if I had the covers, that's probably what I would do. I don't want to go too wider than this. Like I said, I do have one. Hold on, I have one VDS undyed. So I did get this. Somebody reached out to me on Instagram and said, hey, I have this if you want it. And so I did get this VDS undyed. It is Franklin Covey compact size. So it's an inch wider. It's a half an inch on like each side, a little bit wider. It does have the back pocket, which in this inside is like a leather or leather lining. I'm not sure what it is, but I don't know how to explain it, but it makes it like slick. So when the rings sit, they kind of slip against that lining or something. I don't know. It's like it kind of wobbles a little bit. But I thought if it gets really chunky, I can put it in here. I could also clean out some stuff and maybe not carry, like I did a while back. I cleaned out some stuff. I ended up putting some stuff back in, but there's still some stuff that's out that I didn't put back. But I probably don't need a month worth of dailies in here. I just like flipping through them. It is on Tomo River paper, so it doesn't take up too much room. I do have, like, I need to set up my budget for the rest of the year, so that's in here. It's making it a little extra chunky, but I can take some of that out. I can take out my December weeklies. I was setting these up when I came to this conclusion that it was just, it didn't fit my things anymore. But now I'm thinking of maybe redoing these and putting the date, the times in here. But I could probably write them in, or because these come up, these can come up with no problem. These I can reposition. These have no issues. The holidays won't come up. These come up with no issue. I can redo those. But it would just be the holidays, which is fine. I have more holidays. I can put them in here. I have another set of holidays. Oh, hell, they're back here. I have another set of holidays I can put in. And then I have a set of tiny holidays I can put in. I have plenty of those. And they're from Mandy Lynn Plans. So they're readily accessible and could be here like next week. That's not an issue either. I just want more room. And I don't want to put more things on the shelf that I can't use. Now, the Amica is 11.7, did I say? Or 11.8, I can't remember. Anyway, it's not that much off. Maybe I could just be in here when it's full and be in here when it's skinny. Like I said, it's not that much off. I just can't fit my pen in is the problem. It won't fit with a pen for sure. Sometimes though, if I get it skinny enough, like I clean enough stuff out, I've fit my Franklin Covey Compact, my pen and my highlighter in here. So that's always a thing. If I clean out my cards and don't put but just the basic couple of cards in here, I could do that. To help de-chunk. I really do love Franklin Covey Compact, but it's just not easy to come across inserts to buy. It's not easy to come across, so you're kind of limited in that. I do have a list of people for Franklin Covey Compact back here. Or did I take it out? I may have took it out and maybe in the one. I had a list of shops that had Franklin Covey Compact size in here. But like I tried to clean some of it out to help it out. I could destash my Amicas and get another VDS because I really do like the 2-pin loop. This is probably my favorite cover right now, not gonna lie, because it has the 2-pin loops. And y'all know I'm a pen and a highlighter hoe, so to speak. I like to be able to carry it and have it clip. But see, like it's at the last. So you could get this set up. I would be okay getting this set up and getting an extended you can get her extended snap and get it longer, get it lengthened. That's what the word I'm looking for is, get it lengthened, and give it a little extra room for Franklin Covey Compact. I'd be okay with that too. And this is what I would get. I would get the undyed with the jail brown. It's gorgeous. I don't need the big back pocket. I've gotten used to not having a I don't know. I'd probably splurge for the secretarial pocket, at least in the back. At least in the back. I don't care about the front, but at least in the back. Not that it inhibits me all that much. I wish more offered the zipper like Gillio does in the Medium Companion, but they don't even offer a zipper in like the Amica. Moterm does. Like I said, Moterm is not that much bigger than the Amica. It's just, I think the leather is a little more give to it. The rust, I have not had a chance to really roll or anything, so I haven't used it as much, so I haven't like broken up the stiffener as much. It's still kind of stiff. Or I could just go back to personal and none of this would be an issue. I could go back to personal size and none of this would be an issue at all, because they would fit in every cover. There wouldn't be a cover that would be off limits to me. Maybe there's one that I could keep on my shelf with my pockets, so if I did dally into Franklin Covey Compact, I'd have her, because it's really, I mean, I got this for a really good price for it being an undyed and having the big back pocket and have the customs. I mean, it was a really good price. So, oh, I'm sorry. Was it going off? Sorry, he was bringing me my glucose monitor. So, I mean, I could go back to personal and then, like I said, none of this be an issue. Or I could just stay strong for a couple of weeks and see if the feeling passes. But who does that? I don't know anybody in the planner community that does that. So help me out. What do I do? What do I do? Because see, if I do this, my grandkids are coming in. I do like that with personal, I take up the whole page. Like, it's the whole page. It looks very filled out. I do have a lot of white space here. But even with a lot of things going on, so let's see if I can mock this one up for work and see what it looks like. And y'all know, hopping really isn't the issue. I mean, I guess I could do just about anything. This is why I don't need this sticker here. I have to write around it. I have to write around it. And I know better. I know better. Okay. I mean, I can, like I said, this is I like that this gives me more room, especially if I'm going to add work back in here. I could probably use the more room. I have a strategy meeting in the morning. Ugh. Okay. If I'm going to add work back in here, I could probably use the more room and the, if I'm going to add work. So that's how it would look with a worked back in here. And this is a pretty busy week. I mean, it would normally be full here too, but I had my 3 meetings here got canceled because somebody was out and they ran those meetings. So, sorry, I heard chaos happening and I had to go check. Okay. So it would help with that. Like, I could put that back in there, and it does feel better all filled out. Next week will look the same. Actually, it's busier next. Well, I have 2 days that one of my coworkers is out, so I don't have as many meetings these 2 days. But this week is all full, these 3 days. Well, I don't know. I kind of want to stay in Franklin Covey Compact. I know not many of y'all watch, I mean, as many of y'all's watch it because I'm in Franklin Covey Compact. I had a lot of viewers leave when I switched to Franklin Covey Compact, which is fine. I mean, I want you to watch what you want to watch. I watch what I want to watch too. I get that. Everybody curates what they watch. But I kind of want to stay in this, but I kind of want to leave so I can use all my planners. But then again, I could just destash those 3 planners and be done. Or put them up and keep them for later, like if I go back to personal. I said I was going to commit to this through the end of the year, and this is the mental health talk that I talk about. This started with a lot of anxiety. I didn't sleep for several days, and I'm still not sleeping great. And my hops are anxiety driven. When I have a lot going on, I feel in turmoil. I have a lot of things up in the air. That's when my hopping gets the worst, because I think that a planner is going to fix it. It's not going to fix the anxiety, 100%. Not going to fix the anxiety. It's actually not going to fix any of my problems, because is the cover problem, or is it just that I'm anxious problem? You know, because I obviously have no trouble buying a cover. Does it limit some of my covers? Yes. But let me see. If I took out, because if I can make it fit in my Amicas, I have 4 Amicas. I have a Toscana Gold, a Gold Paca, an Undyed, this Rust. Then I have this VDS, another VDS coming. It's all jail brown. I have 2 Moterms, but I think I'm going to end up destashing those. I have the honey and the caramel, but I think I'm going to end up destashing those because I just don't use them. But I do have them. I could keep them if I'm going to stay in Franklin Covey Compact. That would be like an option. And then, you know, like, you know, does anybody else do this? Am I the only crazy one? I can't be the only crazy one, right? Please tell me I'm not the only crazy one. My family thinks I'm nuts, but that's okay. They don't understand. You understand me, don't you? Please tell me you do. I'm here for validation. Okay, let's see. Now, if I take out, these are the December weeklies. Because honestly, I don't need them. I don't need as much Christmas stuff, I don't think. I just need some paper. Because anything I need to plan for December, it's either going to go on a list somewhere or it can go on my, you know, like my December list. And I can always put one of those in. So let me take out November too, because honestly, I only keep 1 month worth of weeklies and dailies in here. So that's going to be the norm. I may end up keeping my budget in here just because I'm doing so much with it. So I may keep my budgets in here. I admire those people that can just grab it out of one and put it in another. I don't have that kind of coordination. Let's see if I can do the front. Oh, looky there. Look how... Who's your mama? Okay. All right. Well, if I take things out, I have several other things I've taken out of here too. But see, like I can't put a pen. Well, let's see. No. I mean, I can, but it's strained. Let's take out half the dailies. It's about here. Let's take out half the dailies. Still pretty crammed. All right. And I know somebody's going to say something about me opening and closing in my ring so much, but these suckers are tight, man. I'm struggling to get them open. Let's take out the rest of the budgets. Okay, we're getting there. But here's the thing. I can move it. Oof, that pin loop is tight. I could put a thin, I could put my highlighter here. Let's see. Like I said, it was so new when I bought it, it's still flat. And I haven't had a chance to like roll it in this leather strap. I can stretch a little bit. It can be stretched a little bit, and I can put my thing here. Okay. I could also switch these rings out for 25mm, but that would be a farce on my part to think that that would actually work, because it won't. Let me see if I can get any of my cards in here. Let's see. I haven't even activated my new card. Alright, let's see if those fit. Let me see if all my stuff my extra stuff fits. All right. Almost. Like, it's pretty close. Let me take this out because I don't really use it all that much. I could probably take this out too. I don't know. So it would be a lot of taking out. It would be. And I don't know because it was, if I've gotten used to the VDS because it was so extra, that now this tight fit bothers me. Like, because it used to not be a problem, or it wasn't a problem for September. It's been a problem going into October. And I mean, it's okay as long as I don't try to stick my highlighter back in there. And now that, like, yeah. And like I said, if I went back to personal, none of this would be an issue because it would all fit. I wouldn't have any problems whatsoever with this. But that would mean I would have to go back to writing smaller, which I've gotten used to writing bigger. I'm journaling more. I'm taking more notes. There's a lot of messy journaling back here. I was journaling about moving to personal, making some notes about things I wanted to do. Telling myself this is not a bear. Because my anxiety doesn't know the difference between a bear mauling me and an email. Like, it's ridiculous. Yeah, but I've been journaling more. I've been, like, more comfortable writing. I'm journaling about my tarot more. And that has a lot to do with this paper, actually. It's Toma River paper. Is really nice. All right. Well, I'm going to leave it for now. I think I'm going to... This ends in a stalemate. I think I'm going to move back into here for now and leave it and let it sit. See if sleep and less anxiety helps, and space and time. See if that helps any, if I can hold out. And let me know what y'all's thoughts are, because y'all see the rant and the rationaling of the rationale that I'm giving myself. And this is what these would look like in here for people that want to know. Because like I said, this is a standard VDS. It's not been widened or anything. It's a really nice cover. I just love, I mean, this is my first VDS, and I'm glad I bought it like really used and already broke in. It would make me excited to get a new one. Instead of getting the giraffe from Gilio, I might order a VDS custom because they're about the same, I think. Only thing with VDS is you have like a 6-week lead time between the time you order it and the time you get it. But like, you have plenty of room in here. Like, there's so much room. You can chunk this up so much. Like, I can get every single extra thing. I wouldn't have to like compromise on paper, or like, I took a lot of my dividers out of my Franklin Covey Compact because, and used tabs because they were taking up so much space. They were making it so thick that I couldn't get in to some of these. But with personal, Like I could add every single insert I have, plus some, and still have room. Like, that's how thick she could be and still have room to move. And it would almost be too thin for this, but I have stuff I would have to stick in here, like there's no vellums in here, there's no dashboards in here, there's no dividers in here, there's nothing in here. I'm eventually going to have to go because my voice is giving out. And this is a chatty rant that, Lucy, if you ain't watching this, you in trouble, girl, because you the one that asked for this. Blame it on Lucy. All right. See, and I still have room. How much room it has. Like, I'd still have room for my pen, my highlighter, more inserts. I don't have my cards in here, so that would take up space. Actually, I kind of like the way that looks. Look how that looks. Can you see how that looks? Let's see. Yeah. You can see how nice that sits. And how nice it flips. It flips so nicely. Y'all make this hard on myself, don't I? But I do like the extra room. And I do like flipping through these pages. And I love seeing the wrote on pages. But, I mean, these pages would be wrote on because, you know, I would be in it. Like I said, if I want to add work back in here, at least on the weekly and the to-dos, because I'm losing stuff in that damn notebook. I need to keep track of like a list of to-dos, finite to-dos, not mixed in with my notes and my time, you know, dailies and all the things. I'm losing them. I went to a color-coded system, but that lasts about 2 seconds for me because I hate, one, writing with a ballpoint pen. Two, I hate having to click the thing and not just write it down. And I know that sounds stupid, but it's my brain. I can't change my brain. I don't know. All right. So I'm going to move back into the other one. I'm going to give it some time and space and see how it goes. Like I said, these are both gorgeous colored covers. And I really don't want to limit. I miss my Amicas, having them all the time. You know, having various covers to hop in and out of is a thing for me. I love to get the dopamine rush from hopping covers, and I can't do that with Franklin Covey Compact unless I absolutely decide I'm going to go full on, get rid of my Amicas and my Gilio Campagnas and go full on VDS or Franklin Covey Compact. So that's what I have to decide. That's a lot of work and a lot of money. All right. Put your comments down below. Be they negative, positive, I don't really care. Give me your feedback. What's your thoughts? And until next time, y'all. Bye.